Places, please. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kuyati Noor, your favorite virtual castmate, and we are back and better than before. Today I'm going to be sharing a couple updates about my life, but before I hop into all of those things, if you haven't joined the cast already, make sure to click that red subscribe button and the bell notification so that you know whenever I upload a video, and add me on Instagram because that's really where you get to see all of the things I'm talking about, but in real time. After my 8 days of self-care for my birthday, which were absolutely fabulous, if you haven't watched the video, make sure to go ahead and watch it. I will link it somewhere in the midst of this video. I returned to my struggle bus, which pretty much lasted the rest of the summer. I have never felt so up and down in my entire life, and it just seemed like every time I was starting to get a grip on my life, I would just lose control. In the middle of July, I got to a place where, in my business, first and foremost, this was the first summer with the Vocal Legacy, and when you're running voice lessons in the summer, a lot of people end up going away. So I accounted for that, of course, but I think I was starting to doubt and question myself in terms of what do I need to do in order to make my lessons legendary. Being the founder of the Vocal Legacy, I don't want to run my business in your standard voice lesson way. I really want it to feel personal. I want everyone to come in knowing that they will not only learn about their voice from an anatomical standpoint, but also developing their confidence, understanding the industry that they want to be a part of, understanding themselves as the artist. So I really had to take a step back to say, okay, how do I implement that in the lesson form? Also, looking around to say, I know that I want to improve my knowledge even more, or continue to improve my knowledge as a voice teacher. So I started going down a rabbit hole about that, and it was just a nightmare. But then I calmed down and I was like, okay, you have access to all these things, so you know what to do. So I was able to create a solution and then move on from there. The next situation that caused heartache and grief was deciding on whether I was actually going to get vaccinated. And maybe I'll make this into a separate video, but ultimately, I decided to get vaccinated back in July. Not really because I wanted to, but because I'm going to be a part of a 2-night musical event in October. And in order to be a part of it, you had to be vaccinated. I definitely thought about, you know, kind of skimming my way through, you know, but I didn't want to be that person to compromise the health of other people, and I feel like it would just make me dishonest. One of the reasons why I was hesitant was due to a lot of personal experiences that I've had with just going to the doctors, and it took so much. Even the day of me getting the vaccine, it was just a lot happening emotionally, but I ended up making the decision. I don't regret it. For anyone who is viewing this video and is black and you are still trying to figure out what you should do, know that there's no judgment from my side on what you decide to do. I think that it's a very personal decision to decide to get vaccinated, and if you truly believe in my body, my choice, then that covers this area as well. I will link down below a few resources that I personally read and watched in order to help me feel better about my decision, because I think that we have to acknowledge the fact that there is a long-standing history and current day situation within the healthcare community and black people. So I will link that information down below so that you know that you are not alone in how you feel and that your feelings are completely valid. About the 2-night extravaganza that I will be a part of in October, I can't say much about it, but it is a 2-night musical event that is just music, but it's a part of a larger show, and I will be playing the lead princess in it, and I'm super duper hype about it because this is the first production that I will be in. Really it's musical night, but in terms of what it is in the grand scheme of things, this is the first show that I get to be a part of since 2019. So I am ecstatic that I will be out of my home to perform and not necessarily, you know, in my studio space singing, because there's a huge difference between virtual and real life. But leads me to my next point. I have a virtual performance this week. It's actually on Friday. But it's with a local cabaret show company. They are called Gemini Voices, and I absolutely love working with them. They're fantastic. They are run by women, which is even more exciting because I feel like, yes, women do great things. We are all fantastic, period. So I will be doing that this Friday, and then my voice lesson business is up and running for the fall. I will be teaching Monday through Thursday and Saturdays. I do not teach on Sundays because I need to have time for myself, and I need to factor in some time to work on my life as a creator and an artist, because she has been left on the back burner. I'm planning basically my artist rebrand, and I'm gonna make a video on how I'm crafting that, because I'm really dedicated to being intentional on how I want to show up in terms of my look. I was speaking to my agent about this too, because I'm like, how I looked and what I was giving off, you know, a couple years ago, we are not the same girl. Like, we have evolved, especially with the trauma that we have endured since 2020. I need for there to be a different meaning to how I show up in the room. You know what I mean? So I've been working on that and trying to figure out what ideas I land on. So that's been exciting and really fun and cool, because that way, once I figure it out, I'll be able to actually get my headshots. And then also, I'm revamping my audition book, and I should be wrapping up as well, but I'm gonna make a video on that so that you all can see essentially what I'm doing and how I am doing it. I also have a surprise that's coming up on Sunday, but I will vlog that, so stay tuned if you would like to see. What else is happening? The skin is perfect, okay? But yeah, that's pretty much everything that is happening right now. Thank you all so much for following my journey. I will see you all in the next show. Bye.